Good, sir. Okay, so in one word or sentence, give us your perspective or your take on these historical Nigerian events.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, it's an overtake, an overthrow. The British they came for their own interest, not for the interest of the people. I appreciate the fact that they brought the religion, brought Christ, God to us, but then it took away what made us who we were. Like a culture is a people's way of life. So when they came, they distorted our way of life. I don't know if you read Things Fall Apart. That was what Chinua Achebe was talking about in his book that caused our culture to fall apart. I was there when that happened. Military rule takes away freedom, people's freedom. I remember when the army took over Nigeria, I was in school and we were asked to stay at home, stay quiet, nobody says anything. And from then on, it was like everyone is in the barracks. Oh God, fuel subsidy in Nigeria. I mean, I don't know why Nigeria that produces oil will be going through this. How can people live like that in a nation blessed, so blessed by God with all these natural resources? That's just my problem. When it was instituted, it was a great program. It was a great program. People look forward to going. When you come out, they will push you to unite Nigeria. Like if you're from Igbo and you graduate, they will send you to the north and vice versa, to unite Nigeria, to give the youth something to do for Nigeria, to give back to the nation. But now I don't know what they're doing. I don't even know how it operates now. The original concept is lost. Yes, my name is, as you can see, Professor, Reverend Dr. Darlington. I am from Ndiagwala village in Echela Tampa in Isuikwuato, Abia State in Nigeria. I was born and bred there. I attended elementary school at St. Michael's School, Aba, and on Tenant Road. And then we lived there at 161 Tenant Road. My dad was working then, and I also attended Methodist College Uzakli, my high school that I'm so proud of. And then I attended the Alvan Ikoku College of Education, and then Institute of Management and Technology, Enugu. And then I came to the United States of America, and that's where I am. Some people were born with gold spoon, silver spoon, some with plastic spoon, but I was born with no spoon at all. It was God's hand in my life, putting me through things that I was not able to do by myself. He did them for me.
So, give us your perspective on how it happened.
The historical event that I witnessed was it was the first time the army took over. And then the war, Biafra-Nigerian war. It was some experience. We had to leave our village on foot with our luggage, traveled miles and miles on end, sleeping on the street, on the road, just to get away and stay alive. It changed my perspective on life. People that owned houses, owned farmlands, left everything behind to save their lives. So why in the world do we fight over those things we knew that we could leave behind for our dear lives? We will come back and we'll be killing each other because of a plot of land. And when the war broke out, we ran away, leaving those land, leaving those homes, leaving everything we held dear. Why? Because life is more important than those material things. And so the Civil War taught me that life is more important than anything, and that you don't live your life bragging about things you have, because those things may not be there the next second. You know, language, name, they are very important. If you lose your name, you have lost yourself. Keep the name of your culture. I know some people who would come here and they change their names. They no longer bear the names that mean something. In Igbo land, names mean a lot. My child is Kalechi, my son is Kalechi, because I want his life to be praises to God. I want him to live a life of praise to God. So in everything we thank God. His name is Thank God. Give praise to God. I have a daughter, Chika. That means God is supreme. And so in her life, God will be supreme. When we name people culturally, we name them knowing that it is important that the name will follow. That was why God changed Abraham's name. His name was Abraham, changed it to Abraham, because name is important. Jacob was Jacob. God changed it to Israel. Why? Because name is important. You got to know that if name is not important, God will not change people's names to make them who He had purpose for them to be. So name is important to keep in our culture and language. When you go to Nigeria, for example, you see people born in Aba. Their kids don't speak, they don't teach them Igbo language or their local language. It's English, everybody English. That doesn't make sense. You teach them the language of your people, because it's through language that you learn. When I was growing up, my sister, her name is Chidi Okazim now, Dr. Chidi Okazim, actually Reverend Dr. Chidi Okazim. She attended LLN1 Girls School, and whenever she would come back, she's my older sister, she would tell me stories about life, stories about animals, stories about, we call them folk tales. Those folk tales teach us things about life. And then she would sing songs, and songs about animals, and songs about human beings, and songs, and those songs taught me a lot about life. And I still remember those songs, those stories today, and they have helped to shape me to who I am today.
Come up with a short form of that. What would you say to people like that?
Don't change your name. Don't change your name. Don't because you came here, then you change your name to fit. This nation is not a melting pot. It used to be. This nation is a salad bowl. When you melt into this nation, that means you change who you are so that you can melt. But if you keep a salad bowl, the black olives is showing, the green lettuce is showing, the yellow cheese is showing, the white cretonne is showing, brown cretonne is showing. All those colors are showing, yet in a bowl together. So every culture, what makes United States so beautiful is that now every culture is showing they maintain their culture, yet they are in the same country. Listen, what Olajuwon, they will pronounce Olajuwon, Olajuwon. People will go the extra mile to learn to pronounce your name if you allow your name to remain your name. My name is Ndubuike. As a professor, my students will learn to pronounce my name. And because I have achieved that, they will take it upon themselves to know to pronounce my name right. If I can't change my name so that it will suit people or to make them pronounce it right, then that means I am not who they are calling me. Don't feel that you're being ridiculed. Stand your ground, be who you are, because it starts from home. It starts from who your parents, how your parents raised you. You can't go because you call it ridicule because you think what they are doing is ridiculous. No, when they call your name and tell you that your name is not, pronounce your name wrong, no, tell them this is what my name means. My name is this and it means this. And that's like me. I tell people that my name means the Prince of the Most High. So you must learn to pronounce my name or see me as the Prince of the Most High. Don't see me because of who my accent. Listen, speaking English is not a mark of intelligence. That you are able to handle English language well and fluently does not mean you are intelligent. You may be, but it's not something that it's not something that will tell somebody that this guy is intelligent because he speaks English. Somebody may not be speaking English as fluently or has that eloquent English language mastery, but the person could be intelligent. Are you trying to tell me that Putin is not intelligent? Does he speak fluent English? Do you want to tell me that people in different China are not intelligent because they don't speak fluent English? They are all intelligent. English is not it. People come here and think that you have to speak good English for people to know that you're intelligent. No. Or to have an English name so that you can belong. No. You don't have to have an English name to belong. I am carrying my name, Darlington, because that was the name I came from to this place. When I became a citizen, I didn't change my name. People change their name when they become citizens. Why? I don't understand. You change your name because you want to get away from who you are. You are ashamed of who you are. I am never ashamed of who I am. I will never be ashamed of where I come from. I am an Igbo man, proud Igbo man. Yeah, I see, especially movie people, their name is two English names. I mean, what are you running away from? To me, there's something you are hiding. There's something you are ashamed of. There's something you don't want to tag along with. Because when you cannot tell me that your first name is English, your last name is English, everything about you is English, that doesn't make sense. There has to be a name that your forefathers had, a name that means something, a name that will propel you to greater heights. That's why they gave you those names. Like I said earlier, I have a daughter. Her name is Chidima. God is good. God is good. That's Chidima. I didn't say, okay, your name is God is good. No, your name is Chidima, which means in English, God is good. If I knew how to speak Spanish, I would tell you this is what it means in Spanish. This is what it means in Latin. But the name is Chidima. So why would she now change it to, my name is God is good? I know somebody, Ogechi. Now she changed her name from Ogechi to God's time. What for what? Your name is Ogechi, it's a beautiful name. So why do you want to make it God's time? And then you lose who you are. You send something to somebody in Nigeria and you say, hey, this is God's time. Who is God's time? Even your mama will not know that you are the one talking because she didn't name you God's time. She named you Ogechi. I would tell my younger me going back, life is not a bed of roses. There is no elevator to success. You have to take the stairs. Actually, there's no direct flight to achieving your goal. You'll be ready for layovers. You'll be ready for flight changes at some point, route changes. And when those things happen, it will take a lot of time. It will take you away from your trajectory, but stay focused. Stay focused, my dear. Life is not easy. You must know when to take over and when to take cover in life. On the road of life, there are bumps, a lot of bumps. Those bumps are there to make you a better driver. There are Socrates, the great philosopher, he said, wise people speak because they have something to say. Foolish people speak because they have to say something. In life, don't just run your mouth. Speak because you have something to say. Don't speak because others. In other words, don't do things because others are doing them and you feel obligated that you have to do something. No. Stay focused. Stay sharp. Always hone your skill. Don't give up. Whatever you find your hand to do, do with all your heart. Because at the end of it, you will begin to reap the reward.